What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Matan from Team Eldridge Gaming coming at you with a brand new deck profile, guys. I'm here with somebody you guys may recognize. He's been on my channel twice, except the second time didn't go very well because we were brutally interrupted. We are here at 4-1 Games Toronto. Jake, what did you do?
I went 3-0 today, no losses, 6 wins. Brought the deck to the Chalice Live on the weekend, went 5-2 there, bubble top cut. We got Marincess here for you today.
For sure, brother. What were your matchups like, bro?
First round I faced Virtual World, went second into them, broke the board with droplets, set up my board, they couldn't touch me. Round 2 I played Junk Speeder Synchro Turbo.
Yep.
Round 3 I played Mermail Atlantean.
Oh wow. How was your matchup against that?
It was interesting. Game 1 I set up my board, they couldn't play through. Game 2 I had a Veiler which cut them off with a Health line, so I was able to stop them from going too far. And be able to play through a Spell Negate and a Quick Effect Monster Pop.
Wow, that's insane. Guys, unfortunately I went X2. I kind of bricked both games in the last round. Before we get into this, Jake, do you have any shoutouts?
Shoutouts to 4-1 Games, our lovely host.
Perfect. Alright, without further ado, brother, take it away.
Alright, so we'll start with the main deck. We have 40 cards. Starting with 3 Marincess Blue Tang.
Yep.
So primary starter, what she does is she foolishes 1 Marincess card to the graveyard.
Yep.
She'll send your 1 card starter line by setting any of your Marincesses that can special summon themselves. She's also important for chain blocking, so when she's linked off, she has to excavate 3 and add a Marincess if you find one, but she blocks your add back or your search for your field spell.
Sounds good.
We have 3 Spring Girl. This is one of the new support cards. Best extender in the deck for the new monsters.
Yep.
Anytime there's a Marincess in the grave, you banish it, she comes out. She's how you play through monster pops. Before, any pop would end your turn because you couldn't keep going. Spring Girl lets you keep going. She also chain blocks, because when she's linked off, you can mill cards and try to burn the opponent. Also good for winning in time. But she's how you make sure you get your field spell in rotation. These two are the core of your Marincess cards.
Question, where are the Secrets Blue Tangs?
I wish I bought them when they're still cheap. They've gone up by now.
I actually may have 1 or 2 at home if you want.
Maybe, yeah. Next up, we got 3 Seahorse.
Yep.
Not a level 4, so we're a little bit unhappy, but she is still a 1-card starter. If all you have is Seahorse, you still get to your Link 4. That's all you need. She's a free body from hand. She helps make your boards better. She's your starter, you need a player.
Would you ever drop any of these down to 2?
Seahorse, you can maybe drop to 2 only because she's not a 4 and you like having your 4s because you can sometimes make Totally Awesome by your 5th summon. But she is still a 1-card starter. She's a Marincess name. The consistency with this deck is super high. You're over 90% to combo. That's partly because you have so many 1-card starters, including Seahorse.
Sounds good. How many cards in main?
40 in main.
Perfect.
We're playing 2 Piscalis.
Yep.
She used to be a brick if you only opened her, but now Piscalis can link the Sea Angel, search for dive. You still get to your Link 4. So we play 2 instead of 1. We want 2 because this is part of the ways we make our early Toad.
Is there people that play only 1 of it?
Yeah, there's a lot of people who prefer 1. I like 2 because I like seeing it in my hand.
For sure.
A lot of the times if I see Piscalis plus either Seahorse or Spring Girl, some Piscalis it baits a Veiler or an Imperm because they think it ends your turn, you can't keep going. But you already have the extender, you just play through. This deck has so many ways to play through Interruption now that baiting your opponent's interruptions gets really easy when you play the things that look vulnerable but actually aren't. She also banishes herself to recycle your Wave, your Battle Ocean, or your Dive on the following turn after she goes to the graveyard. Super important for your resource grind game.
Wow, that's insane.
Last Marincess name that I play is Marincess Mandarin.
So why only 1?
Well, this card was only ever at 1. It's like you can start with 1 card the same way you can with Piscalis, but you don't want to. She is the extender that you send off of Blue Tang if everything else is going well to give you the highest ceiling for your boards. She special summons herself back to a Marincess Link Arrow when you have 2 Marincess names on the board, so she needs other cards on field to do what she does, but she is a really good extender when you can use her. I play her over Sleepy Maiden because Sleepy Maiden sucks ass. It's only good for a 1-card starter line with Tang when you have nothing else, but then you have 4 hand traps anyway and you don't care. You want to send her off of Tang, you can't do that with Sleepy, even though Sleepy lets you banish a card or special from hand. It's not as good as Mandarin.
Sounds good.
The other extender we got out of the new support, Marincess Dive, this card is fucking godly.
Oh god, yes, let's go.
You search this. It is a modular monster reboard and emergency teleport.
Holy fuck!
It is a monster reboard as its default line. It is an e-telly if you already have the field spell on field. This is why you can one-card combo with every Marincess name, even Piscalis. You link Piscalis, get Sea Angel, get your dive. Dive brings back the Piscalis, you make Coral, you can still make plays, get to your Coral Triangle to search your wave.
Oh god,
if
yes.
If you have the field spell on field, it searches your Piscalis or your Mandarin or your Tang or your Springle, anything you're missing out of the deck, free special. You want this every single turn, it's amazing.
Well, I know my next deck.
It's fantastic. We have the mandatory Marincess Battle Ocean, 2/1 field spell. Not amazing, but you gotta play it. It makes your boss monster immune to towers, makes your stuff big. You gotta play it. It makes the deck run.
So question, how's your matchup against Striker with this deck?
It's above average. If I get set up, I have more resources, I grind longer, I can be more explosive. Striker can win if they negate my normal summons and stop me from extending. Shark Cannons, Widow Anchors, if they can get that all in rotation, they can win. But if I get set up and I get my engine going, I grind longer, I kill faster.
Makes sense, makes sense.
We play the one Marincess Wave. This is the main reason to play the deck. It is an imperm you activate from hand that makes your whole field of monsters unaffected by every card effect your opponent plays. You search an imperm and it makes your field unaffected. There's nothing more to say about that.
That's fucked.
I play one in the main, one in the side. Some people prefer two in the main.
Yeah.
My reasoning is I don't want to see this in game one in my hand. When I don't know if I'm going first or going second, because you have to be set up with your links for the card to be good.
Oh wow.
I don't want to draw it and have it be a brick card in my hand going first, but I do want to see it going second when I know I can make plays, and it'll always at least be an imperm. We also recycle it fairly easily with Piscalis or links.
So wait, can this card be activated from your hand as well, like imperm can?
Yes, when you have a link 3 on the field or higher, link 3 or 4, you can activate it from hand.
Oh wow,
even
that's
with cards
fucked.
in your field.
That's insane.
It's really good. We play 2 Silent Sea Nettle, which is a card that probably most of you have never seen before.
Yeah.
This is one of your level 4 extender options to help make your 5th summon Toad more easily. There's this, there's Teddy Spirit Shathana, there's the Abyss Shark and Silent Angler package. I was testing the Abyss Shark Silent Angler package for a while. It's good, it's a little bit better at making the 5th summon Toad, but you sacrifice your flex slots, which I didn't like because they've been so crucial for helping me win games.
For sure.
Sea Nettle, what it does is if you have a water on the field, it special summons itself out for free, does water lock you, as do many of the Marincess cards, but it's a free summon and free 4. But it's in the graveyard as well, you can banish it to get any 3 of your water monsters in graveyard, shuffle them back into the deck. That's part of why we grind so well, so we can always put back our extra deck monsters, Shark, Toad, Coral, Slug, anything that we don't run a lot of that we need to have in rotation, this can put back in the deck. Great extender.
Makes sense, makes sense.
We play 3 Silent Mining. Not an amazing card, not amazing, but it's good. It baits Ashes like nothing else, which is great for getting your plays going and preventing you from being interrupted. And it helps get you to your Marincess names if you need them. It's part of why the deck has a 92-93% consistency rate to combo. Because we're playing the 3 Silents, we have so many more ways to get to our 1-card starters of our Marincesses because of the Cyber Search.
One question.
Yes.
Where are your secrets? Why aren't these secret rare?
I've had these since Duo came out, and the secrets were like $30 a pop at the time. I was not touching those.
How much are secrets right now anyways? Like what are
10
they?
or something, I think.
Yeah, about 10, 15, right?
Yeah.
I would say.
Playing 2 Desires as well.
Oh god.
It's a little bit contentious among Marincess players because you do have the risk of banishing your Battle Ocean or your Dive or your other 1-ups.
Yep.
Card says draw 2. You play a card that says draw 2.
I mean, it's free +2, and you're not complaining.
The main thing with Battle Ocean is you don't need it to win the game. You need it to get you to turn 3.
Yeah.
If you banish it, you can still play. You can still get your board going. You can still get your resources going. You can still push for damage. If
Sure.
you lose it, it's not the end of the world, and you can search it and your wave before you have to activate it. You just use it at the end of your turn. You add 2 hand traps, 2 starters, extenders. It's a draw 2. You play it, even though you might lose your ocean.
Yeah.
1 call by the grave, self-explanatory.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right now we're just going second tools.
All right.
3 Ash Blossom,
Hey, let's go.
3 Veiler, 3 Emperor.
Yep.
Best card in the deck, 3 droplets.
Woo, let's do it. Are these our OTDs?
2 of them are ROTDs, 1 is a Brawl.
Well, they look a lot sexier than the Ultras, that's for damn sure.
Damn sexy. It's such a crucial tool for playing going second with this deck. You do have a lot of resources you can afford to get rid of out of the hand because you 1-card combo. So playing it off of, let's say, a Silent Mining that you've discarded for the free send, or setting a hand trap you don't need just so you can play the game, it's so important for going second. If you have it also when you're going first, You have 3 equipped links that you set off your Battle Ocean. It's free fodder.
much.
It's free fodder for the droplet. It's an amazing card. You need to play it.
Have you ever considered playing Crossout?
I did play Crossout in the side for a little while, and I liked it, but I changed up the side for better cards. It wasn't... Nibiru right now in this meta is not so crazy important to deal with.
Right.
A lot of people aren't playing it in the main, a lot of people aren't even playing it in the side, and there are lines in the deck that make a 5th card Toad that plays around Nibiru anyway. If you play the area Water Charmer link, there's also other ways to play through Nibiru even after you get hit by it. So
Makes sense,
on
yeah.
the side it wasn't worth it for the deck slots.
Sounds good.
Last 3 slots are simple, 3 Cosmic Cyclone.
I mean, you gotta get rid of that back row somehow.
One of the ways this deck struggles is against field spells, continuous spells and traps, Mystic Mines, because the main boss monster, Aqua Argonaut, does not negate activations, it negates effects.
Right.
So you're not negating the activation of a field spell and sending it to the graveyard, you're just stopping the search. Aetherion Disc Coliseum, a lot of the ways you deal with stuff with Marincess is by battle. You can't out a Disc Coliseum that protects the stuff from battle. Cosmic plays through Floodgates, plays through back row, plays through field spells and continuous spells like a Draco back that you can't otherwise deal with. It's a super useful utility tool for the deck that's already so good at negating monster effects with Toad and with Wave. You're searching your monster negation anyway.
That's crazy.
Very useful flex slot. That's the 40 card main there.
Yep.
Now we're going to go on to the extra deck, which is quite a tight list.
Is there anything you would make changes into for the main?
Not right now. I feel like this deck is optimized and there's nothing I would change. I tested it extensively at this point.
Sounds good.
In the extra deck, Marincess extra deck used to be quite flexible because you didn't have so many good cards, so you'd have 2 or 3 spots to play with. Now there's about 13 mandatory and 2 you can play with.
Sounds good.
We start off with 2 blue slug.
Yep.
Your main starter, it's a link 1, already broken.
There you go.
You link it off, you add back your Marincess from the graveyard. It's how you 1-card combo by adding back your Spring Girl or your Seahorse.
Sounds good.
Necessary. 1 Sea Angel. Some people prefer 2 because it is useful every turn to search a dive or an ocean. It searches your field spell, searches your extender. If it gets negated, it's tough, but we can put it back, particularly in my build playing the Nettles. We can recycle it more easily to keep going using its effect.
Yeah.
Usually once you have your ocean and your dive, you don't need another one because you're always recycling your dive into rotation.
Good deck.
For sure.
Very good deck. We have the 1 Crystal Heart.
Yep.
Technically could be cut, but why would you? Because it makes your stuff a towers. This is the card that when you link with it into your extra monster zone with Battle Ocean on field, makes your monster in the EMZ unaffected by all opponents' card effects. It's why Marincess is a towers deck because of this card.
Sounds good.
It's also part of a way to play around Nibiru. Because this card's unaffected by card effects in the EMZ, you can make a bear, summon an extender, make your Coral Anemone, with the Crystal Heart to make it unaffected as well, then summon back the Crystal Heart, link off your link 4 without ever having to worry about it getting hit by Nibiru.
Yep.
Coral Anemone, key to your combos. It's a monster reborn on legs. It recycles anytime it goes to the graveyard. That includes after it's been equipped by your Battle Ocean, or sent to the grave off of droplets, or after your monster getting destroyed. It continually recovers resources every turn. It's part of why Marincess gets everything back all the time.
She's pretty.
Very
Not gonna
pretty.
lie.
Amazing card.
Yep.
1 Splash Mage. Bit of a funny inclusion, but it's very critical to some of your 1-card lines. If you open 4 hand traps in a Marincess, you have to go through Splash Mage to end on your Link 4 Bubble Reef to try and draw into your extenders. You go your 1, let's say it's a Seahorse. You go Seahorse into Blue Slug, add back the Seahorse, summon the Seahorse, go into your Sea Angel, search your field spell, go into Splash Mage, summon back the Seahorse, then go into Coral Anemone. Because Splash has less than 1500, Coral can bring back the Splash and make your Link 4. You can't do it without Splash Mage in the deck if you only have the single Marincess.
Oh, wow.
Unless you're playing a Sleepy Maiden, but Sleepy Maiden sucks. So
Now, question: are you able to play Access Code Talker package if you wanted to in this deck, or
you can play Transcode Access Code. It is an option. I play Access Code but not Transcode because there's one other card I think is better and more important.
Makes
You'll
sense.
see it shortly.
Sounds good.
One of the new support cards, Coral Triangle. This is the biggest thing that the old deck was missing. This is how you search your Marincess Wave. Send any water from the graveyard, search your Imperm / make you feel unaffected. Also a crazy comeback tool. If you have no monsters and your opponent does, you banish her from the graveyard and you revive Link rating monsters up to Link 3. So you bring back a Slug and a Coral Anemone. So automatically a follow-up on your opponent's play. On the weekend in the Chalice Line, I was playing a branded deck. They broke my board, and Coral was the exact reason I was able to come back, even against a Mirror Jade on field, because she put that pressure on the opponent so quickly in the comeback game. Very important
good.
card.
Sounds good.
We have the one Marbled Rock, which used to be the only Link 3. Still good now. There are some lines when you want to play her. She's very important for your resource recovery game, because every turn that she's on the field, she adds back a water monster or, any Marincess card back to the hand.
Yeah.
Not maybe super necessary, but just very valuable for the situations when you're low on resources and you need to recover back quickly.
How many times have you brought her out today?
Today, I brought her out one time.
Okay.
Which is about pretty fair. I say every 3 duels you're bringing her out, give or take. Every 3
Sounds
matches.
good.
She does also have a battle protection effect that comes up, but that's less important now that we have Aqua Argonaut.
Okay.
The OG Link 4, Marincess Great Bubble Reef. Fantastic card. No longer the go-to now that we have Argonaut, but still really good. She is basically discount Decode Talk or Heat Soul.
Oh,
Every turn during the standby, you banish the water from your graveyard, you draw a card.
wow. That's
Also,
crazy.
when she's on the field, you can discard any water to revive a Marincess from your banish pile. She can make OTKs happen that you would not even expect were possible by, for example, banishing a Coral Anemone, reviving it with her own effect, then Coral Anemone reviving, you just keep going and going and going without ever realizing
That's
that you're getting so
crazy.
crazy close to killing.
Well, I definitely know what I'm playing next if
She also
I
gets super
build
big.
another deck.
Every time the card's banished, she gains 600. So she just
Oh,
gets up to
dang.
like 7,000, 8,000 out of nowhere against some decks.
So at this point, if your opponent just continues banishing,
It's bigger and bigger and bigger.
yeah,
And bigger. And if she's
you
on
can get
effect,
this thing up to 20,000.
I've had her at 26,700 at the highest I've ever seen. That was a Master Duel, 26.8.
Oh my god! Imagine playing against Blunderies with this deck then. Woo!
Yeah, it can be crazy.
I'll be fucked.
New baby, Aqua Argonaut. She's the new Link 4 we go to as part of Red Board. She is a spell trap negate on the opponent's turn.
Yep.
Importantly, she does not negate activations, she negates effects. If you're playing Branded, you play Branded Lost, activate Branded Fusion, you're shit out of luck. Aqua Argonaut still negates because it's not stopping the activation, which Branded Lost protects, it's stopping the effect.
Wow.
Only downside is because it's not activations, field spells and the like, she doesn't stop super effectively because they stay on the field.
Makes sense.
She's also a battle protector. She's the only one that can be targeted when she's in the EMZ. Also on your turn, she's part of your spot removal. You bounce one of your own monsters and one of your opponent's cards back to the hand. Very useful card, very important part of the end board. We're usually ending on Argonaut with Wave in hand, whatever hand traps we have, and a Toad if we can make it.
Wow, that's insane.
Speaking of Toad, Baja Shark, totally awesome. There's
So
nothing
why
that
only
needs to be
one
said.
Toad?
I'm not playing a frog package.
Okay.
We can recover the Toad with its own effect and with the Sea Nettle. And usually if you're making Toad, you've won the game.
Makes sense. Yeah.
If you're heading on Argonaut, Toad, and Wave in hand, that's usually enough to beat most decks. And that's the main thing that Marincess does so well. It's not ending on a super crazy board, but it's doing it every single turn. Every single hand that they can do almost can do it, and they do it through interruption really effectively.
Oh wow. So explain to our viewers why Toad is so busted.
It's an Omni negate for every card in the game. It negates and destroys. And if it destroys the card, it steals it, sets it to your field. They activate Feather Duster, they activate Lightning Storm. No. My Feather Duster, my Lightning Storm.
Oh yeah,
They
pretty
activate
much.
Nibiru. No. My Nibiru.
Exactly. There you go.
They activate a card that wants to go to the graveyard. No. Like at Tier Elements, for example. You don't get that Tier Element in the graveyard. I'm taking it, and so you're not getting.
Oh
two
god,
effects
yes. Guys, this is the reason why Toad is so busted and should be banned.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This card needs to go. If you all think that
I hope it never
Mystic
does.
Mine is banned, if you guys think Mystic Mine is bad, Toad is worse.
Toad's amazing. I love it. It's a baby.
Yep.
We have our last 2 flex slots.
Okay.
These are the ones that I think are the most important because one of the areas that Marincess struggles with is removal. It only really has Argonaut.
Yep.
So some options can include the Area Water Charmer Link, the Transcode, the Second Sea Angel. I think Axis Code and Stealth Kragan are the most
Hey, let's
important to
go.
play. Axis Code is kind of tricky to get into because you have a lot of water locks and it is a dark monster, and you're only getting 1 pop, but sometimes that's all you need just to push through the board, push through a back row, push through a sticky monster that you can't run over. A big Nibiru token, Stealth Kragan also great for that.
Yeah, I think I saw you playing today and you brought this out.
I don't think it was today, but no, my opponent brought it. That might have been what you saw.
Okay.
Yeah, but you just need it to get over certain weird board states that you can't deal with. Same thing for Stealth Kragan. It's the best tool you have for pressing an advantage when you can't kill quickly.
Makes sense.
It shuts off decks like Earth Machine, because not only is a quick effect non-targeting pop that burns for time, it also makes the field water. It's a water domain lock. So anything that needs attributes, Kragan shits on completely. Also, if you get interrupted and let's say you get Dimension Shifted, Kragan's something you can make that's at least some form of interruption on your opponent's turn.
Right. Wow, that's insane. Holy
Again, you can do transcode, you can do area, you can do the second Sea Angel, but I feel like these two are the most important. But these two are the technical flex slots of the extra deck.
For sure. My one of my teammates is actually in the process of building this deck right now. And he's building sharks. Because we picked up two or three boxes of the new deep set.
Duels from the Deep.
Yeah, and we pretty much pulled out everything.
Lastly, we have the side deck.
Yep. Let's see it.
3 Nibiru. You play Nibiru because it wins games against like nothing else.
Konami, please ban that card.
Please don't.
Get rid of it.
It's amazing. 3 Droll. A lot of decks right now get hit by Droll. Therions, and in particular, this card is great against, and Marincess kind of struggles into. Droll is great against a lot of decks. For example, the Mermail Atlantean deck I played against today, Droll shits on.
Yep.
Speeder deck.
Also
Droll's
shits on
good against.
Skystrakers too.
And especially hits Flunder.
Oh, Flunder is no question.
Flunder, Droll is amazing against.
Oh,
it.
fuck yeah.
We have the Sword Soul Fuck You button. Token collectors.
Let's go, token collectors.
These are the
Sword Souls?
Yeah.
This is us pretty much telling you, go fuck yourself.
3 blowout hand traps, that's all you need. We have the 3 one-ofs, 1 Marincess Wave. I mentioned before I play 1 wave in the main and 1 wave in the side because I don't want to see wave in the opening hand game 1 when I don't know I'm going first to go in second. When I know I'm going first, I'll side it in because I'm cool seeing the opening hand then because it's not once per turn. Having 2 free imperms that make your board unaffected, pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
1 Feather Duster, more for the back row matchup.
Hey, let's go.
1 Reboot, more for the trap matchup.
Eldritch, fuck you, pretty much.
Anything that uses traps, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
Reboot, Duster, 3 Cosmic. You're going to see 1 more often than not.
Oh, you're solid at that point.
Last card has been a flex spot. I've tried anti-spell fragrance. Right now we're on Dimensional Barrier. Kills Sword Soul, kills Despia, kills anything that goes into the Synchro extra
Pretty
deck.
much, yes. Ooh, those are sexy.
Mega pack versions, yeah.
Of course. Do you have extras of those?
I do not, but I just ordered some, so I didn't realize I still had these.
Okay, good, because I want those. Unfortunately, I'm running commons.
Yeah.
Very depressing.
That's it for the deck. It's Marincess. It's really good. It's not a tiered deck, I don't think, but it's a strong rogue option you have to be prepared for going forward because it will clap your cheeks.
Definitely, brother. Jake, thank you so much for this amazing deck profile, brother. Congratulations. Oh, show us what you got today for your winnings.
Oh, I've already put them away, but I got the 4 OTS packs for going 3-0. I opened Super Forbidden Chalice. That was the big highlight.
Sounds good, brother.
No ultis today.
Again, Jakes, thank you so much for this video. Guys, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Give Jake a huge thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this profile. Don't forget to comment down below. Guys, there will be a giveaway coming up very soon, so stay tuned for that. My deck profile is going to be coming up for my new Sky Striker list. I want to give a huge shout out to 401 Games for hosting such an amazing tournament today. It was 3 rounds, really good, a lot of fun, a lot of people, and everything else. With all that being said, guys, this is your boy Matan from Team Outlet Gaming, signing off. Peace.
Enjoy.